Are we waiting for one more?
Yeah, he said he's logging in right now.
Okay.
So you had a little sorority week, huh?
I did, yes. It was exhausting, but it's over now. So,
What they have y'all doing? I don't really know too much about that.
oh, what were we doing?
Yeah.
It was just recruitment. So there's basically like 4 rounds of recruitment, and it's just like there was like 1,400 girls going through recruitment, and we narrowed it down to like 90 girls. So
Oh, so like they basically what they got cut or what?
it's like a mutual selection process. So like we cut them, but like they can also cut us. So
Oh, wow.
yeah,
You made it through?
I did. I made it through. This is my 4th year. So
Congrats.
thank you.
Or are you a senior now?
I am, yes.
That's what's up.
What about you guys? What year are you?
I'm a junior. I'm
Okay,
supposed to be a senior. I won't lie, but I'm a junior.
gotcha.
Yeah, no, I'm a senior this year. So
Okay.
yeah.
And what are your guys' majors?
I'm in IT.
Okay, cool.
I'm in aviation management.
Oh wow, those are all so different. I'm in biotech, so
Yeah, I guess it's just a requirement for everybody.
yeah.
Oh snap! Let me accept him real quick. You in here, Jared?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got you.
Okay, I can't hear you, so give me a second.
Oh, he left. I guess we'll wait for him to get back.
Oh. So last week, did you guys have to do like a whole discussion, or was it just like setting a meeting time and stuff?
It was kind of both. Like we did
Okay.
set the meeting times, and then just went over because they said it has to be an hour long. And honestly, I don't know if I can sit here. Like I feel like it'll get done before an hour, so I don't know how I'm supposed to make up that time.
Yeah, they didn't give us that many questions for like
Yeah,
an
it's
hour-long
5.
conversation.
Yeah, and that's like gonna be like 20 minutes. So I really don't know what I'm gonna do for the rest of these 30 minutes when we finish.
Yeah. Did you guys do the values activity before?
Yeah. Well, I did.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie, I ain't finished it. So I could just sit here and finish it unless y'all got y'all's done.
I mean, it was really quick, so it wasn't
Uh-huh.
like a really long assignment.
Yeah, I just wrote down my values. I didn't read the whole thing because I be forgetting these things come up and we're supposed to have an assignment done or something.
Yeah, it's a little bit confusing
Yeah.
because Sunday's the technical like deadline, but then you have to have stuff done like before the meeting. So it's then
Uh-huh.
like, yeah.
Yeah, I'm usually do all my stuff on the weekend type of dude.
Yeah, I get that.
Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Can you hear us?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Who is recording? Am I recording this one or?
Nah, it's me.
Okay, can you just send me the link after? Because I think I'm doing the report again this week.
Oh, for real? Is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
I think so. Let me check.
Oh, did we like assign which weeks we're doing like the facilitator?
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Let me see. Oh, no, never mind. Last week was week 2. I thought today was week 2.
Are you
This
able
week.
to tell me which week you guys put me?
I think it's the last.
Week 5.
Week 5. Okay. And this is week
3.
3.
Yeah, so
Okay, cool.
Jordan is doing it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I started the recording.
Okay, cool.
Awesome.
All right, then what's we go over the discussion questions.
Yes.
It was the forum 2, breakout session 2. Yeah, breakout session 2.
Okay, actually, for a quick second, I'm finna go down this last column of these values real quick. So give me a little second.
All good.
Jared, what's your major?
I am a graphic design student.
Oh, okay, super cool. What
What
year are
about
you?
you? This is my last semester.
Oh, nice. Same here, but I'm a biotech major.
Ooh, biotech. I did that through U of A for a little bit. That shit's kind of hard.
Oh, really? I started
Yeah.
in biomedical engineering and I hated it, so I switched to biotech.
Nice. Okay, so what were we even supposed to be doing this week?
I think we're talking about like our values a lot, but yeah, so we were supposed to do like the values activity before our discussion. So I think Jordan's just like finishing that up real quick.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I did mine an hour ago or something.
Same here.
Yeah, I'm done now. So I guess we can start.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Let
Yeah.
me see. Number 1, after completing the values exercise, Lowe's establishes your core values. Any surprises? What did you learn about yourself? Well, anybody else want to go first?
I feel like all of the values are like, well, the majority of them were like good values to have. So I found it hard to just like pick some of them. I wanted to like pick all of them. And I'm like, oh, even if I'm not this, like I should be this or something, you know?
Let me pull up mine so I can see what I did.
It's nice to like and then you can always talk to about, you know, especially since this semester.
Okay, there we go.
It's just nice to have like somebody to go to.
I feel like
Uh,
maybe like since like I feel like values, like a lot of the values could apply, maybe like talking about like how we grouped them or like our like keywords that we chose at the end would be like a better thing to talk about, just like, you know, because I feel like we could just talk about random values, but there's like a lot of them, you know?
Yeah, so I guess I can talk about how I grouped mine real quick.
Okay.
I had 5 groups. I'm just gonna list off everything because we have the time.
Okay.
My first group is acceptance, calmness, honesty, preparedness. And I bolded calmness out of those 4.
Was
And
there
then-
like a reason why you like grouped those?
I mean, the reason it was all because those are the reasons I stay like calm because I think of stuff ahead of time, and then
That's so nice.
I kind of am like honest with myself what's going to happen so I can stay calm when it actually does.
Nice.
My second group has ambition, decisiveness, dedication, growth, intuition, motivation, and vision. And I bolded motivation mainly because I feel like all the words in that describe like the reason behind my motivation, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And then my biggest row was balance, consistency, dependability, excellence, flexibility, performance, quality, versatility, responsibility, and simplicity. And I bolded dependability because once again, I think like all those words kind of make someone dependable, you know, if they're a constant, they're giving out constant products, they're, you know, flexible, they're performing, they're versatile, it just makes someone dependable, if you get what I'm
Mhm.
saying.
Yeah.
My fourth column had freedom, independence, and individuality. I just thought that that word summed up the other two pretty well. Then my last
like
one
it.
had brilliance, cleverness, creativity, expressiveness, intelligence, knowledge, originality, and uniqueness. And I bolded originality because it's probably my biggest one because I'm a graphic designer. So I think the originality covers the creativity, the expressiveness, the uniqueness.
Yeah,
So yeah, those are mine.
very true. I like it. They sounded like they made sense like together. I liked how
Yeah,
you grouped
they're
them.
all compatible.
Yeah.
Thank
Are
you.
we able to like share screens on this Zoom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, actually it says host disabled participant screen sharing.
Let me see.
Well, it looks like Jordan can share his screen.
How about that?
Oh,
What do you
okay.
think now?
I was just gonna like show you how I grouped mine because I I had a ton of words that it'd be like too much to read off.
Wait,
Oh,
see
I
if it'll let
gotcha.
you do it now.
Okay, I'll try. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay.
Uh,
Okay, I'll show you mine. I had a hard time picking like which values I wanted, but I ended up grouping them like values for myself, like things that I wanted, like that were important to me to be. And then for others, like just thinking of others and like how I want to treat others. For relationships, like whether that be family or friends or like stuff like that. And then for my career and for my future. So I had the most in my for myself column. And I like picked that personal development would probably be the most important because kind of like you said, all of them related to that. Like I feel like happiness contributes to like my personal development, but like same with like mindfulness and health and just like making sure that like I'm good. And then for others, I had mostly things like being caring and being kind and like acceptance, benevolence, those kind of things, because that's something that like I value and I try to be. For relationships, I feel like the obvious for me was love, just because it kind of relates to both like family, friendships, like and stuff like that. And then for my career, I feel like it was kind of like the same as like I think you said like dependability, like one where I just had a lot of like knowledge and dedication and that type of thing, like kind of things that like is good to keep in mind for like my career and my work life instead of like my personal life per se. And then for my future, I want like abundance, independence, security, wealth, like stability, and like success overall, whether that be like with my career or also like just a successful, like happy marriage or happy family or something like that. But yeah, that's mine.
Nice. It makes sense.
yeah.
I was also thinking about highlighting the ambition one.
Yeah. I like how you grouped yours.
Yeah, it was. I like the titles, like the 5 different. Like it made sense. Like the for
Yeah.
you, for work, for relationships. That was
Yeah.
good.
I feel like there definitely could have been some like crossover too, but like I just had to like take one and put it per category.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Did you have any, Eric?
Yeah, I got a little bit. I just started doing it, so
No, you're fine. I feel it.
cool. So I feel like for myself, it'd be like happiness, thankfulness, knowledge, risk taking, stuff like that. Just because I don't know, I just feel like gotta be thankful for what you have and everything. I think
Mhm.
that's like my bolded letter because of family and everyone. And then I guess for career, it'd be like security, kindness, teamwork, risk taking, and then growth. Just because you learn and whatever mistakes that do happen, you live and you learn and you just grow from it.
Uh-huh.
Cool. That's it.
Okay, and mine, I got a little stubby list, but I got growth, wealth, security, flexibility, and
It's a
consistency.
good one.
And I bolded consistency because for me, I don't know, I just like constant, like I like relying on things that I know it's gonna work type of stuff. And so that's why I highlighted consistency for that one. For the next list, I had kindness, love. Let me go down a little bit. Happiness and commitment and relationships. And then I highlighted love because that's just a very important thing to me in my life and my values. For the next one, I had balance, credibility, dedication, and dependability. I don't know. I think that might just tie into my first list because I'm all about like just like stay true to yourself and like your values and just like
Yeah.
a loyalty type of person.
I thought it was interesting, like in your first list, flexibility was like a word that I debated a lot, whether it was like important to me or not. I
Uh-huh.
heard it was on your list, but I was like, I couldn't decide. Like, I feel like it's good to be like flexible, but also good to be like consistent and dependable. Like, I feel like those are
Yeah.
like two very different things, but I tried to like pick which one I thought was like maybe more
Uh-huh.
meaningful to me, but I don't know. I ended up taking it out of my list.
That's very interesting. Yeah. Okay. And I only got to 4 because I was still doing this and it got to be my turn. But for the last one, I had let's see. Where'd it go? Oh, here it is. Humor, fun, freedom. Let me scroll down. Quality, playfulness, and success. Because at the same time, I don't know, that one to me is just like don't be so uptight. Like that's the type of person I am. Like you can have fun and do everything you need to do without having to be so serious. And that's it for my last list.
I like that list. That one's a good one. I definitely included like in my for myself one, like I wanted to be adventurous and daring because I feel you like the lighthearted times are good too.
Yeah, most definitely. Those are important to me.
Yes, absolutely.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Um,
So I guess we'll move on to question 2.
Sounds good.
Recall a situation in which your values were tested under pressure. What was the outcome of the situation? What will you do differently if you have the same situation again? Question.
What was it again? Sorry.
It is
Share me.
recall a situation in which your values were tested under pressure. What was the outcome of the situation? What will you do differently if you have the same situation again?
Oh, this is from that the other worksheet, right?
Yeah, or no, this is, oh yeah, I mean, I didn't even do the other worksheet yet either.
Let me pull that one up.
This is on the discussion group questions though.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think you also said to have the field book done before to do it together. I don't know. I guess I can answer because I did part of it already. So for my first core value, I put calmness before. And then to answer the question, what situation are you in where your use of your core value is tested? I wrote my core value of calmness was tested a lot when I was managing a team of teenagers at my old job. They didn't know what to do and were slacking off, so I almost got really upset at them. I was able to take a second to think about the situation and responded to the issue with a calm solution that allowed everyone to complete their tasks. That's what I wrote.
Wait, what did you say you were managing a group of
Teenagers.
teenagers?
Yeah.
Got you. Where are you like a counselor or like,
No, I used to be a manager of a Jimmy John's.
oh, okay, that's cool. That makes
So
sense.
mostly teenagers. I was also a teenager myself, but
Yes.
and then I guess I can just go down for that core value as well. The next question for that was what leadership principle will help you better honor your core value in those difficult situations? I wrote the leadership principle that can help honor this core value is the ability to react and respond to situations in an empathetic manner,
I like
If-
it.
if that makes sense.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. That's
Oh, say it
definitely one of
again.
my biggest ones is like empathy. Like you got to be nice about it.
Yeah.
In my.
I feel
Did
like people
anyone
like
else?
listen to you so much better, like if you say it in a nice way.
Uh, and then there was one more question and then it says, how will you put into place a means of getting effective and regular feedback from others is on how well you are living your core value in these difficult situations? I wrote, I will effectively communicate with others or establish a means of communication that allows for people to give me proper feedback or regarding if I stray away from thinking or acting calmly. People already do this, feel comfortable telling me when I stray away from this value.
Nice.
But that's about it for me.
Cool. So wait, okay, so I'm a little confused. So are we going through these like discussion questions or are we going through the field book?
Usually, I guess before the group, we're supposed to do the field book and all the exercises that we need to. So then when we have the discussion, we can talk about the field book and
Yeah.
whatever assignments we were supposed to do.
Yeah. Okay.
And so like on the discussion questions, those are the questions, but I guess it was answered in the field book. So you'd probably refer to the field book.
Okay, I get what you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah. Got you.
Exactly.
I guess I can do one. So recall a situation in which your values were tested under pressure. So I was I had an officer position in my sorority about a year ago, and I had to plan a lot of events. So I was responsible for doing like our initiation ceremony, our pinning ceremony, just like these big, like very particular events. And yeah, so I was given that position, and unfortunately, that's when like coronavirus hit. So everything transferred to online. So we had to go from planning these like big ceremonies to now like figuring out how to do it online and still like make people feel like special about it.
Mhm.
So I guess going back to my values, probably like maybe like the value that was tested like most would be like motivation, just because I like really, really wanted to make it a good experience for everyone. But it just felt like a really like tough situation to be in, just because of like this was the first time it was happening, and there wasn't any resources and stuff like that. So yeah, I would say that was like a time where my values were tested. What was the outcome of the situation? The outcome of the situation, we ended up doing all the ceremonies online, which was like really sad, but I was able to like take the money from my like officer budget that I had for the ceremonies and like use it to get the girls in my sorority like a really nice gift that like they would have for a while. So I guess it worked out in that way. And what would I do differently if I had the same situation again? I feel like I couldn't have done too much differently just because of the situation. I mean, I only had like also a small budget, so I could only do what I could do with that as well. I guess if I was in the same situation, like I would keep trying to make it better, more special or whatever. But I do feel like I put in like a good amount of work, even though, but it was like difficult mentally that like my position had been moved to like online. But yeah.
It's definitely a struggle.
Yeah. So let me ask you, that was the answer to,
The outcome.
so yeah, what was the leadership principle that will help you better honor the core value in that difficult situation then?
Okay, what are like examples of like leadership principles? Like,
I think it's kind of like what we talked about last week with like empathy and all that.
oh, okay. So, I mean, I guess maybe just like, I don't know, is being like flexible like a good one? Like, I had to like adapt and be flexible in order to like be a good leader.
Yeah, like adaptability,
Yeah,
reacting to changing situations.
yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
okay.
And then there's one more question. How would you put into place, how will you put into place a means of getting effective and regular feedback from others on how well you are living your core value in these difficult situations? Kind of a weird question.
It is kind of a weird question. I mean, I did get a lot of like, in this situation, I did get a lot of like girls in my sorority like reaching out to me and just being like so thankful that I tried to like go above and beyond, and like we normally didn't get them gifts, and so like I had got them a gift and they were all just like really appreciative of that. So I guess in that way it was kind of like I was getting a little bit of feedback because a lot of girls came to me and was like, thank you so much for making this experience special, like given what it was.
Okay, yeah. Did someone else want to try it?
Yeah, I can try it. Number two.
Alright.
Yeah. Cool. Sweet. So recall a situation in which your values were tested under pressure. I think thankfulness, something that that I struggled with. I feel like because I think before COVID, I didn't really take anything too seriously. I didn't really like be there for my family as much and my friends, I guess. And I think once like my grandma passed away and everything, and then just being unable to hang out with my family, I think I realized that I gotta be thankful for what I have and everything. And I think what is it? And then what was the outcome of the situation? I think after realizing that I need to be there for the family and friends, I started to go back home more because I'm from California, so I go back home more just to hang out with them. Even if it's just not a very long weekend, I do go back just to see my family and everything, just to be for them. And what will you do differently if you have the same situation again? I don't think there's really anything that I can do because I think in that moment I think it was just a learning experience that helped me realize. So yeah, that's basically it.
I'm sorry your grandma passed away.
Oh no, yeah, chilling. Yeah, no problem.
At least you were like able to realize that you wanted to be with family more. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I guess I'll say mine. This is kind of off of the top, but I kind of talked about this a little bit last week, but a value that was tested while I was under pressure of mine was kind of like independence. And this all started just coming up as a kid. I don't know, as a teen, I just didn't cook very much. My mom and dad will always just be like, "You never gonna make it on your own." Not in a disrespectful way, just because like I'm just sitting here always warming up microwavable food. I didn't learn how to cook or anything, but then I had to like fend for myself kind of because I had to move my senior year, kind of talked about it last year, to live in a different state without them. And so I started or I learned how to live on my own. Like I still had a guardian, but I didn't have family. I didn't have my parents, and that's what really matters. So I had to start to learn how to live on my own, and that's the value that was tested. What was the outcome of the situation? Well, I'm still here, breathing and living. So I had to do something right. Um, I think when I got to college, that's when I really just started putting stuff together, piecing everything together of how to live life for real, because it was just me out here. And I think that's pretty much the outcome of the situation. There's really not much else to it. What I could have done differently in the situation, um, I really don't have an answer for that because, like, what could you possibly do differently to combat that? Like, do y'all have an answer for that?
I
What's
mean,
up?
Oh, I said, like, what could you possibly do different? Because I said, I don't know if he was listening at all, but I know,
I was.
yeah,
Sorry.
no, you're good. I was just saying, because my value that was tested was independence, but
Mhm.
I really don't know what I could have done differently given my situation.
Well, the question was what leadership principle helps you like provide that independence when you're in the
Okay,
in the
taking
difficult.
responsibility.
There you
I'd
go.
say,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah, okay, yeah, taking responsibility definitely got me through that because I knew I was responsible for myself and getting myself situated with everything.
Cool. And then I think there was the question, how will you put into place a means of getting effective and regular feedback from others on how well you're living your core value in these difficult situations? Which I mean is kind of hard if your core value is independence, you know?
Yeah, yeah, that's that question is critical.
I'm in for such a rude awakening when I need to learn how to be independent.
Yeah,
I'm not ready.
It's not as bad as you think.
I'm
it's
planning on
not.
going to grad school, so that'll be an experience.
Well, yeah.
But I guess it was kind of nice that you were just like shoved into it and had to learn it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, at first I was scared, but as
Yeah,
time went on, I was like, this is life now, pretty much. It's been like, or it's been that way since.
true,
That
true.
was like 5 years ago in high school.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's not as bad as you think. Still out here living.
Yeah, that's good.
I guess we can move on to the third question. What ethical boundaries have you established for yourself? Discuss a time when these boundaries have been tested.
I did not answer that one. What
Nope.
ethical boundaries did you set for yourself? So clear, concrete limits placed on your actions consistent with your core values, the purpose. Okay. Um, I mean,
It's all
I
good. You can take
guess
your time.
one that I put for I will never is like follow the curve. Like
Mhm.
I know that kind of sounds hip, like kind of like hipster bullshit, but like I don't know, just kind of doing my own thing, trying to figure out like new stuff. So I'd never really just hop on a bandwagon like if I didn't like it.
Yeah,
I like that.
I actually do like that because that's a good one. I feel the same way about that.
And have you like had a time where that's been like tested?
Um, I mean, practically all the time, right?
Yeah.
Like there's always some new stuff. I don't really know what to like. Um, shit. I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out later, but. And then for I will always, probably. hmm,
What is the next thing that you're like trying to answer?
It's there's like I will never, and I just answered I will never, and then there's
Oh,
I
okay.
will always.
That's
I
on the
guess
third book.
I'll say like I will always like think things through before I actually do them.
Cool. Are those supposed to be like related or like two different boundaries?
I think they're supposed to be related, but I guess they're kind of related. Like you think you like I don't hop on a bandwagon idea because like I think about it first, and if I don't like it, then I won't do it. But like
Yeah.
if I do, then I will.
Okay.
So that's mine. Did
You said
anyone
that
wanna
was
go next?
yours.
Yeah, that was mine. I just did what I can't really think of five. Like you're supposed to think of five, but I cannot think of five right now.
Wait, 5, like I will always, and 5, I have nevers.
Yep,
Okay. Got you.
but yeah,
Well,
no way I'm
okay.
doing that.
I can do one, I guess. So for like my I will always, one of my big things is like I'll always treat others the way I want to be treated. Kindness is like definitely one of my core values. My mom is just like the most selfless person I've ever met in my life, and that's like what I want to be. So yeah, so that's definitely like I'll always try to treat people the way I would like to be treated. And then I guess if we're doing something related, like I will never like, I guess like never be disrespectful or like let my like emotions get the better of me or something like that. Even if I'm like stressed and like maybe upset, just try to like rationalize it and like think about the best way to say it.
Okay, that makes sense. Thought of those way quicker than I did.
Eric, do you have any?
I guess I can just answer this question for number 3, where it's like, what ethical boundaries have you established for yourself?
Mm-hmm.
I guess to just like never lose my passion for my career that I want and everything. Because like last week I did say I want to be um an airline pilot, or like that's my goal for the future. Um, so I don't really want to ever like lose like the fun of that. Um, and then I guess discuss the time when these boundaries have been tested. It's obviously like been tested a couple times. It's sometimes like you just want to give up because, like I said, I did fail a lot. It took me pretty long, and then I guess like you do have like a lot of different instructors that do make it hell for you because they're not always fun.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely.
Yeah, no, and they make it. It's just like sometimes you don't even want to go to flight school. But as long as you get through it, it's like, yeah, I guess just never lose my passion, I guess, for it. So yeah.
Is it like your professors are unnecessarily mean, or are they like mean in a good way? Because it's like such a like, risky thing that you like have to do being in aviation.
It's like, I guess um it's like both, I guess.
Yeah.
because like I think I'm already like 8 or 9 instructors in. So like, or like 9 different instructors that I've had. And usually
Mhm.
I only have like 1 or 2 for like one
Oh,
license. But yeah, it's like a couple of them were pretty good. And then I guess it's like some of them are just unnecessarily like just terrible. And they just kind
yeah,
of just blame everything on you, even
dang,
though they don't like teach you anything. So, but
that's so
Yeah.
annoying.
yeah, but some are pretty good though that, make it fun again. So
Wait,
it's
why have you had so many if you're only supposed to have a couple?
it's like because like this flight school, like a lot of instructors leave. So
Oh,
it's like because like the pay is not
yeah,
it's not there, like they treat them like shit. So I guess like it kind of just like comes down to
yeah,
us because
that's so unfortunate.
yeah, yeah. So I mean it's no biggie, I guess it's just more experience.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah, that's about it though.
All right. So I'll do mine. I think I can only come up with about 2 right now. But for the first one, I'll always lead by example. And I say that because I rather give people I don't know, in my terms, I rather put people on than like belittle them or something like that. And
Yeah.
then I'll never guide people in the wrong path on purpose. And for number 2, I guess I'd say I'll always remember my morals and define them. And I will never let someone change those. That's what I can put for number 2. And I'm pretty sure there's another question when those were tested, actually.
Mhm.
And for that, surprisingly, I'll say it like this. All my best friends and all my close family members, they all smoke. I'm the only one who doesn't. They've tried to get me to smoke, but I just don't smoke. Just because I don't think it's bad. I just don't smoke. That's just not me. It's not something I'm into. But they do. And they've tried to get me to, but I know myself and I stand up for myself. And that's just something I don't do. And that's the time I was tested.
Good for
And
you.
yeah, that's pretty much it for that question. That's all I got for that one.
Nice.
And so I guess for number 4, you are at your best working at or near a sweet spot when you are highly motivated and using your unique strengths. Talk about a time when this has happened to you or happened for you. How can you use this experience to stay at or near your sweet spot? Anybody want to go first?
I guess I can go. So, um, in high school, I joined this club called Community Counts, and um, I honestly just like absolutely fell in love with the club. Basically, we would travel once a month to an inner city elementary school where we had like a second grade buddy there. And basically, we would just go to be a good like role model for them, like to provide them with stable relationships in their lives. We made them like care packages, different things like that. And I loved the club so much that I decided like to apply for a leadership position. So I ended up being the secretary my 3rd year, and then I was the president my 4th year. And I feel like during that time, like I really thrived and I like got to use my strengths because it was something that I was so passionate about. And like I never really was very outgoing until then when I had to be responsible for so many students and I had to speak at every meeting and do things like that. And I had to, just be on top of it. And so I would say that was a time where I was able to be at my best. And I feel like it's really because I was so passionate about it. And this is like kind of that feeling is like what I really want going into my career. I know that I love biotech, and I know that biotech like can make a difference in people's lives in a different way than like working hands-on with children, but still like there's a lot of advancements that can help a lot of people. And I feel like that's another thing that I'm just like passionate about, and hopefully that um, that'll kind of draw out my strengths when I get more into like working in the biotech industry.
That's nice.
Nice.
I see you're a very social person.
Me,
Yeah.
I honestly wasn't really like I kind of credit it like to this club. I was very like introverted, and I
Wow.
really like once I took on these leadership positions like really came out of my shell.
Wow. That's how it
Yeah.
be, I swear.
Yeah.
Why did people end up being the greatest leaders? All right. So anybody want to go next?
Um, I'm sorry. What was the question again that we were answering? I'm sorry. I'm a little tired.
No, you're fine. It's
Are you able to see my screen? Because I was trying to
Oh yeah,
share.
yeah, yeah. I can.
It's number
Sorry.
4.
Um, I mean, I guess using my unique strengths. I mean, I would say back to my whole calmness thing, taking situations calmly. It definitely has kept me motivated and, you know, productive because when I'm around a bunch of people who are clearly like really just angry at the situation and not getting anything done, and I'm calmly sitting there, trying to handle it and fix it out, it feels good. And then it definitely helps, if someone is thinking like that, to help everyone else around them, to kind of lead them into what they need to do to accomplish a goal, if that makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
such a good skill to have because I feel like I'm a person that gets like so easily emotional and like upset. I feel like I need to like channel more calmness in my life.
I feel that. I know a couple people who could use that. Most definitely. Was that all you have for number 4?
Yeah, that's all I had.
Okay. I guess I'll go. I'll say a time when I was at my best and highly motivated. And I don't even know if they're unique strength, or it was when I was playing basketball and I was into sports. I always wanted to be the best of the best, do the best I can do. And that I still like that carries on. That's like a mental thing for me because even though I don't play sports anymore, I still like everything I do, I want to try and be the best I can possibly be. And that's how I can use that like mental experience to stay near my sweet spot. It's just always trying to do better or do the best. And it's as simple as that. That's all I have for number 4.
I feel like something that I've had to learn is that like I can't always be the best though,
Uh-huh.
So I was debating like including that in my values also. And I was like, yeah, I like to be the best, but is that feasible like all the time? And is that really like what's going to be best for like my mental health? Like, I feel like sometimes you just have to accept that like something's good enough,
Mm-hmm.
but like also like always strive to do your best.
Yeah, I also think it's like a more competitive thing in my mind. Like
Yeah.
if I'm playing against somebody, I want to be better than you. And I know losing is okay, but like at the end of the day, I want to win. So that's just like my mindset. Like I want to
Yeah.
try and do that always. Even if I lose, get up again and try again, go win again.
Yeah. I'm definitely not a competitive person because I just like I feel like I recognize that like some people are better than me at other things.
Oh yeah,
But
that's
like when I am good at something, like I want to be really good at it, you know?
even if I suck at any or suck at something, I will
Right.
make sure I compete.
That's good.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's just yeah. Eric, you got any for number 4?
Yeah, I think mine is pretty similar to Jordan's, sport wise and everything. Because I think when it comes to school, it's like, I'm not really motivated at all. But I feel like when it comes to sports like basketball or like even water polo, um, I think it just helped me develop that type of mentality. Like Jordan said, it's like I remember like I used to be pretty nervous. It's like in like different type of situations, um, like to win the game or anything, you get nervous. And I think eventually the more tries you get, the more leadership you develop through sports. It kind of just transfers over to real life situations, um, and eventually, you're just in that moment, you just grow and develop, and you just better yourself. And I guess now it's like even for flight school, it's just like I had situations, and I guess it's like when I should be nervous, I'm not as nervous, and I feel like I can step up to the moment a little bit easier, just because I feel like that pressure now makes me better.
It's like, is it a confidence thing? Like you got more confidence?
Yeah, yeah. It just, I don't know, man. It's just easier.
Yeah.
Pressure is there. So yeah, that's about it.
All right. And then any further discussion desired by the group? Is there anything specifically y'all want to talk about?
Do any of you have like the field book pulled up, and is there like any other questions on that?
I was gonna ask Jared that. I think he's the only one with it up.
I do have the field book pulled up. Yeah. Um, we can just go through and like rank. I'll just like, this isn't an actual activity, but there's really no more questions. But so this is the extrinsic motivators part of the field book. It says list your top 3 extrinsic motivators. So I'm just gonna read them off, and each person can say like their top 3. Let me see if I can share my screen real quick so you guys can see it. Can y'all see it?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just like you go through. So there's monetary compensation, power, prestigious title, public recognition, social status, competition, association with prestigious institution. I'm just gonna go through and
We're supposed to like rank them.
yeah.
Got you. So maybe like we can all just say like maybe like our number 1.
Yeah, I was gonna say we could each say like number 1 to 3 or something.
Okay, cool.
So my number 1 is probably the social status, or actually that's probably number 2. I would say number 1 is definitely gonna always be monetary compensation, because who doesn't like money?
Yeah.
That's quite obvious. Social status, not like the typical social status, is just want to be looked up to by like I said, like a community of people, if that makes sense. Like have my own like community of people who like me.
I thought that was like interesting that you said that, because I kind of viewed it like in a different way. And I know that you said like, oh, I don't want to like go with the flow or go with the crowd. So when I like saw social status, I was like, oh, really? That's like he wants to be like liked by people or popular by people, you know?
Yeah, so it's not like that. It's more like I
Yeah.
want to like a community who
Yeah.
like me for me, if that makes sense.
No, yeah, that
Not so
totally makes
much
sense
like,
now. Yeah.
yeah. And then number 3 would probably be prestigious title. Just being able to tell people that I'm so and so, blah blah blah.
Yeah,
But that's about it for me.
I like it.
Those
I
are my
feel like
top three.
mine would also probably be monetary compensation for my top one, just because like, why would you want to put in so much work not to get compensated for it? I don't know. And I don't know, being a woman and in STEM, like I also want to be like an equal contributor. So definitely monetary compensation would be my number one. I would say number two would also be like the prestigious title. I feel like there's just like a sense of pride when you're like, oh, I'm the CEO of this, or oh, like I'm the manager of this, or something like that.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. And I feel like that sounds like a little bit like cocky, but if we had to pick, if we have to pick them, then that's what I would pick. Um, Three, I don't know, maybe public recognition, just because like, I guess if I did do something really cool, like within the biotech community, like I would hope that I would get some type of like recognition for it. But yeah,
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Hey, if I were to discover something, I'd want a
yeah,
little bit of recognition from the public as
right,
well.
exactly, yeah.
To have you could have I don't even know. It's just some method of doing something named after you.
Right. Yeah. No, I think that'd be cool.
Did anyone else want to go? I think after this one, we should be good to wrap it up, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I can go. I think the compensation and the social status kind of be like equal for me. So I guess it doesn't matter how you put them, one or two. Just because without money, I don't think you can have social status. I feel like in order to be up there and be well respected, you have to have money. And it kind of sucks that it's like that, but I feel like that's just how it is in society now. And then I think competition would be my third, just because I don't want anything to be too easy at the end. I kind of want to just enjoy competing with other people and yeah, making it fun, I guess. Sweet. That's about it.
Yeah, I feel like you can't grow if you don't have like any type of competition or like struggle.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
For sure. I guess we'll just wrap it up. Jared, do you know how to save the recordings? Do they automatically save?
Did you? So it all depends on how you recorded it. It gave you like two options when you click record, I believe. Right?
Yeah, I clicked the one that says to your computer or something like that.
Yeah. So what I did is I uploaded the recording to an unlisted YouTube video and just like the YouTube video
Uh-huh.
in the report that you fill out.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it does save to your computer. You could probably, I think it pops up a folder after you're done with it where like it'll say like converting video
Okay.
and then show you where the folder is.
All right.
You could
So
probably like add it to your Google Drive or something too.
Yeah.
yeah, I'll
But
probably
I
just do the
think you just need
unlisted
like a
version.
link to the so she can view the video from the
Yeah.
report.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
text
sure.
me if you have problems. I could try to help you out.
Yeah, for sure. I'll probably have that report done by Saturday.
Yeah, all good.
Yeah, but I'll make sure I get it done.
Just text us whenever you submit it.
Yep.
All right, guys.
Or I'll see you up.
See ya.
All right. See ya.
Thanks.
Bye.